When Mark Langenheim Jr. of Torrington, Connecticut was just 8 years old, he inherited his grandfather's 1950 Chevrolet sedan delivery truck.
My grandfather, I think mid-90s, found it again, and then he passed away in 2004, so it's been mine since I was 8 and 27 now.
Langenheim's grandfather, Harry Langenheim, had previously driven the truck as a teenager, delivering groceries for Mencucini's market. It wasn't running when he spotted it years later in a state of decay. How did he know that it once belonged to Mencucini's?
I want to say it was just the way the paint and where it was in town, so he just knew it was one of theirs. He bugged the guy for years to buy it, and then finally one day the guy let him finally purchase it, and then brought it home on a flatbed. And I remember this thing when it was frame rail sitting in the garage. I mean, I remember all the steps. He built it in a little tarp shed in the yard. So yeah, I felt pretty special when it was going to stay with me, because I mean, when it was not even fully done, my grandfather and my grandmother would take me and my sister to fairs and stuff and pile in the back with chairs and carnivals. And yeah, the truck's been a big part of my youth.
The 1950 sedan delivery model is certainly of its era. It has an inline 6-cylinder engine with 3-speed manual transmission with a shifter on the steering column. It has a starter button and a handbrake under the dashboard. There are no turn signals and only one brake light in the rear. Langenheim's father barred him from driving it upon getting his driver's license.
When I turned 16, my dad didn't want me to drive it yet because it's no power steering, no power brakes, 3 on the tree. I want to say when I was 17 or 18, he finally let me drive it. It's like driving a boat out on the water. It's just you're constantly keeping her straight, and doesn't stop real well. You got to pretty much stand on it. I mean, it's old, you know. It's different brakes. It's not like your modern day car at all.
As brought back to life by his grandfather, the Chevy truck is far from perfect.
He was no body man by any stretch of the imagination. Like, this is just single stage paint. It's thin in spots. It's nothing, like I said, it was done in a tarp garage, so did the best he could with what he was doing, and it came out halfway decent. You know, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's cool because it was backyard built, pretty much.
Its vivid green color causes people to take notice of it.
Some people like the green, some people hate the green. I mean, but as far as the truck goes, yeah, it definitely gets a lot of people's attention because you never see the panel trucks.
Langenheim certainly appreciates his grandfather's thoughtfulness in passing down the truck to him.
When I was little, I was walking past a car with a screwdriver in my back pocket, and I scratched the front fender. And they all thought he was going to get mad, and he said, "It's no problem. When I walk by, I don't remember my grandson." So now I got the car to remember him by.
That's Ride Connecticut. I'm Bud Wilkinson, and if you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Ride Connecticut's YouTube channel.